I'll get your subscription, my pretty. And your little dog, too.
Hello, I'm the professor, Dr. Chris McCusker, and welcome to another edition from the Quarantine Management Institute. Today, in this episode, we're having a panel discussion. And the panelists include the television set, the laptop, the tablet, and the phone. If you're like me recently, you've really depended quite a bit on these devices to help get through this COVID-19 pandemic. I'd like to begin by asking each of you a question, starting with the television. What do you bring to the table? What makes you unique? Television?
I've been here the longest. Everyone wants to see me. I'm in 4K, high definition. Everyone wants to see me.
Yeah, the television has been here the longest. I think, I've really been enjoying quite a lot of TV. How about you, laptop? What's your story?
Well, although I haven't been around the longest, I combine the watchability of a television along with the fact that I am portable and you can type on me like a typewriter.
Wow, that is great. I do enjoy using both hands and typing, and the portability, it is really quite true. Well, what about the tablet? Tablet, what's your story, tablet?
Now, I'm the device you want to take when you travel. I'm just the right size. I have a touchscreen, plus I have that built-in keyboard, and I'm actually fun to use. You need a tablet.
I'll tell you what, there's many times that I've traveled, and when I travel, I can't imagine being without my tablet. Well, last but not least, the classic telephone. What's your story, phone?
Hey, I'm the only one who can fit in your pocket.
You got that right. The phone is indeed the only one who can fit in the pocket. Well, I'd like to open up the panel for discussion and really hear anything else you all have to say. Anybody else have anything to say?
Well, definitely. I mean, like I said, I'm the laptop, and I also do modern variety of tablets.
Hey, one at a time, folks. One at a time, folks. Oh, goodness gracious, saints alive, I got to get away from these devices. These devices are driving me crazy. I don't care if it's raining outside. I got to go for a walk.
You can go in the bathroom this week.
Oh boy, how nice to get outside. Oh, it's raining out, folks, but that's okay. The rain feels good. It's great to be in the rain. I had to get away from those devices. I don't know, I've been spending quite a lot of time on one device or another, and sometimes it's good to get those devices and put them down, come outside and smell the fresh air. It's spring, the trees are blooming. It's raining, and I got rained on. I'm glad I put those devices down and felt some raindrops on my bald head, and it makes me feel good and happy to be alive. I think it probably makes sense to set limits and to have balance when we are dealing with the electronic world. Everybody's working from home, and I read something today. I don't know, it's going to be studied in a rigorous way, but it might even be the case that we're more productive at home. I don't know, but certainly I think working at home is here to stay, and I think taking our devices wherever we go is here to stay, and we have to remember to keep balance, to get some fresh air, to actually hold a book in our hands and read a book, old-fashioned reading of a book. I was reading a book the other day and holding it in my hands. It felt so good. Lighting a fire and sitting by the fireplace felt so good. And coming out in this rain right now feels so good. So it's not an easy time. And thank goodness we're connected. Thank goodness we have our devices. Where would I be without television? I have no idea how I would survive this pandemic. But let's set limits and let's keep balance and let's be healthy throughout the rest of this pandemic and thereafter.